So, fun fact I found out by watching one of Ard's videos is that the animation at the beginning of Cortex Power is the same one as they use for when Crash wakes up on Insanity Beach. You just don't see him actually get up because he's off screen. But they use the exact same animation. You got clutching, thanks for the good luck. The Golden Gate. Alright, have a night, Ray. Thanks for the good luck. my favorite Crash? No. My favorite Crash game is Twin Sanity, which is also my favorite one to speedrun. Heard the rest of that song? Yeah. Papu's boss theme is like actually really good, but you don't hear it in any version of the game because the fight's so pathetically fast and easy. It's really cool clutching. Guess they're waiting for Crash 4. Wait, what? Yo, Pony, thanks for the good luck. I love that frame perfect hop. Where the hog just doesn't even like land and just jumps again. Reminds me of the fucking like Koopa hopping in Brawl with Bowser. Yeah, Papu's theme does play in one of the flashback tapes, and that's like the most you ever hear of that song. Doing those off of drums is so hard, I can imagine. What am I doing? So is there a secret to catching this cycle, or is it just be fast Lamau XD? What does the mask say when you get it? Whatever you want it to say. says, thank you for releasing me. Free 10 dragons in the artisan worlds, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world. Buffer jumps on moss. Bro, that sounds so complicated. Long jumps. Okay, so like someone came in earlier and was asking us, is there a difference between short jumps and long jumps? You have to wait till September to go to the next world. Long jumps are longer. Oh my god, thank you. I would have never guessed that.
Pass it on.
Yo, Nintendo, thanks for the raid. Ah, frick. Long jumps are better as up and down hills. On flat surface, as long as you're chained properly, it doesn't matter. Okay, so like it costs you. Well, wish I knew that before. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Nintendo. I hope your stream went well. Can someone in chat do a shout out for Nintendo? And I've been short hopping up the hills and damn. You got Nighten, Rijikuba. I respect the attempt. Oh, you're playing more Kirby. How is that game, Nintendo? I've heard good things. I messed that up. I really messed that up. Thanks for not jumping, Crash. Spinning those boxes works, man. Yep. Spinning things in this game works, man. Nah, you should have seen the dumb shit I got in the Stormy bonus when I was practicing it. I spun and landed on the bounce crate on the bottom floor of the bonus and landed on it and walked off of it and died. Because that makes sense. instant bounces because yo, Golster. I'm more insulted that there is a window where I could spin and land on the crate without either breaking it or bouncing off of it. Like that's cool, I guess. I'll explain the box spin and jump on 60 FPS. You mean the thing I do in heavy machinery that's not exclusive to 60 FPS? So on the Crash 1 grind, yep. We haven't gotten 120 or 119 yet, so I'm still going. Oh, that? I don't fucking know, dude. 30 FPS memes. This game's physics are tied to its frame rate for some godforsaken reason. The optimal FPS is 45. No. How many subs do I need for a new emote? 225. The FPS on PS4. All console versions run at 30. I mean, if you want to, go ham. I'd appreciate it. Neat. Anybody got a big paycheck? Yo, anybody get their tax return? Bezos? Yo, Elon, you watch my stream? Mr. Beast, where you at? What's school to ever do for anybody? 100 bits left, is that enough? I mean, I appreciate anything, no matter how big or small. It's kind of how the content creation thing works. Don't trust that. Yo, what was the last thing that Bernie Sanders did when he streamed? Does anybody know Bernie Sanders' channel? We're playing Error Channel. I love that game. Oh, that's terrifying.
Bandicoot power!
Yo, Ghoster, thanks for the sub. Really appreciate it. I mean, I'm not gonna get into that discussion. Itch on the left side of my head, and it's really fucking annoying right now. Oh yeah, closer. I like that my stream is one that people can fall asleep to. It means that has a very chill atmosphere, which is what I aim for. That and a little bit of over-the-top comedy, because sometimes I'm over-the-top in my reactions. I'm always either like very mellow or just like very loud. I also feel like I have a good like timing for wit and humor. Is it bad that I've recently caught myself, like, after making a witty comment, just thinking to myself, damn, that was good. I did that earlier at dinner. I don't know what it was, but one of my roommates said something, and I quipped back with something that, like, I thought was really funny. And they laughed, too, so I guess it was really funny. I guess. Probably could have made that, but I want to find out. Oh yeah, level. It's nice to watch a stream just in the background while having something going on. I don't do anything active, so I'm not like working out or anything when I watch other people stream. But like, I'll sit at my desk and like playtest Yu-Gi-Oh stuff while watching a stream. I did that a lot today. Trees in the back look like coleslaw? What? I don't think I've heard that one before. Your nickname by choice, or is it one of those ones that like you just get called and it sticks with you, like Coconut Head? Oh, none of that. How'd I pick the name Rico? Hold on. So from 4th grade to when I graduated high school, I played the saxophone. There's a brand of reeds called Rico with a C. So like R-I-C-O, like the name. And for some reason, when I was 10, I just thought that name was really cool. So from that point, like it started, like I started naming my character in Pokemon Rico, and then like 3 years later, in about 7th grade, I was like a cool and edgy 12-year-old. I wasn't cool, but I thought like edgy 13-year-old me decided that K's were cooler than C's. By the way, K's are cooler than C's. So I changed it to Rico, which made it like Rico with a K, which made it unique, and it kind of just stuck. I tried to change my tag when I was like 17, but I couldn't think of anything else that I liked more. And then I played Smash. Funny thing, I actually did not pick up Fox until I dropped the Fox Kid from my username. Foxes at the time were just my favorite animal, so that's why the full tag used to be Rico the Fox Kid. But yeah, no, I didn't pick up Fox until after I dropped the longer part of my name. Tasty or rich. That's the other thing, is that because it is so close to like the actual name Rico, some people think that's my first name, but it's not. Oh, it's because of Riku, because of Kingdom Hearts. People think that also. People think it's either like my actual name, just with a K instead of a C, or they think it's based off of Riku, which neither are true. Even though Riku is one of my favorite characters in Kingdom Hearts, so. If I were to pick my favorite character in Kingdom Hearts, it would probably be either Riku or Roxas. Axel's also cool. I think Ven's cool. I really don't feel like there's a lot of bad characters in Kingdom Hearts. What the fuck was that, dude? Fucking lightning speed Bandicoot in the air. Dude, Zigbar is so cool. Oh, I also really like Luxord. Any Easter plans? Yep, I'm going with my roommate to go play Yu-Gi-Oh! Assuming the store's open. There's been no announcement of it being closed, though, so. Fuck this bonus. Haven't played that in years. I haven't played it in days. Catch a revived bunny. Beat the Lego Star Wars game, took around 17 hours, seems it'll be 100 plus hours to complete everything. Nice. Been hearing really good things about it. Yeah, like the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game with like actual cards. That was painful. Oh, I never played Lego Harry Potter. I always wanted to pick it up, but I never did. The only Lego game I've played is the first Lego Star Wars. Lego Yu-Gi-Oh! That'd be so... How would that even work? I'm gonna use this opportunity to blow your guys' mind with this weird ass fact. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh racing game. What is up with this fucking skip today, dude? It's a 5Ds game. Called Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds Wheelie Breakers. Never have problems with this skip, but now it just doesn't want to work. Adjust Ronaldo Conde. Nice. Want to cooperate today, I guess. Crash 4 the hardest game in the series so far? Out of the entire series, no, because Bash exists. Although Bash is not difficult in a fair way whatsoever. But I feel like Bash is objectively the hardest game in the series. Out of the platformers, yes, it's the hardest. Out of the main series, you can make an argument for Crash of the Titans being harder, but again, it's not really hard in a way that's fair. Basically, the only two Crash games I would say are debatably harder than Crash 4 are hard because of bullshit reasons, so... Whereas, like, I'll also die on the hill of Crash 4 is difficult in an extremely fair way. Crash 4 is like Super Meat Boy or Celeste, where it's really difficult but really rewarding to do. Like, you feel accomplished for getting through a level. Pinstripe potato. What if there was like a Crash amusement park and one of the things you could buy at a food stand was a pinstripe potato? Home of the famous floating boar. Yep. High altitude hogs, as NST calls them. Now here is an interesting dilemma. I have masks for the hyper jump. I don't know where I'm supposed to do it or how to utilize it in all gems. Just do it. I did nothing. I don't remember how to do the hyper jump. It's been so long since I did it. I like never bring masks to Slippery Climb. That's also the old spot. That's the console spot. The better spot on PC, and I don't know where it is. favorite level in this Crash. For my son. I think playing the OG Trilogy would be easier for newcomers who beat Crash 4. Probably. Talking about the last level of Crash 4, you think is Cortex Castle? Cortex Castle is very hard when you first do it. But again, it's an example of a level that rewards you for learning how to do it, because every subsequent pass of Cortex Castle, like, you know what you're doing. That's why I don't fucking do that jump, dude. People still run Crash 4, it's just not as active as it was before, but I mean, that's just gonna naturally happen to most games after the new game hype dies off. A lot of like the OG Crash 4 runners, so like the people who were running at the start, I think have largely stepped away from it. Like, I'm not really running it anymore. Tacos isn't running it. Damosk isn't running it. I don't think Yuki's running it either. Jordy and Katsu aren't running it, to my knowledge. Honestly, ACG is more active than any percent, I believe. Like, the people who are like actively running Crash 4 are like Cookie, KP, and Tears, and they're all ACG runners. Well, I think KP's been doing a little bit of 90%. Oh, there's also Reeds. I think Reed. I don't know. Like, Reeds is never live when I'm like watching. I think Reeds does mostly 90%. Yeah, there's still plenty of Crash 4 runners. Just different faces than like the earliest days. It's fine and natural. Like a lot of the OG like NST runners don't really run NST anymore. Or like just now coming back to it. Like I'm just coming back to this. Stu is just going back to 3 and 2. Yeah, I would just follow the game. You'll naturally find the runners if you just follow the game on Twitch. It's so rare to have a runner that mainly just sticks with one game, only when it comes to my shift with BFB. I don't think that's true. I think a lot of runners are dedicated to a single game. I think it's actually less common to find people like me who just play a lot of them. Like, a lot of people, like, they might play like a handful of games here and there on the side, but they, like, usually they have one game that is their main game. Like Shift, as you said, but also, like, thing with, like, Dale, man. Dale only runs Spyro 1. Like, he's dabbled with like some other games on the side, but he runs Spyro 1. Or even like Outrageous Josh, for the longest time, did almost entirely Jak 1. It's like, he did a little bit of, like, other games in the series, but, like, this is, like, the first year where he's, like, focusing on Jak 2 and 3. And not playing Jak 1. Or I think, like, Violin, like, almost exclusively plays Kingdom Hearts 1. Nintendo almost exclusively does Kingdom Hearts 2 and is, like, just now, like, starting to, like, hyper-focus on KH1. Even, like, Ted is doing Entrance and he's done Crash 3 in the past, but his main game is Crash 1. Like, compare all those to me. My main game is Twin Sanity. I haven't run Twin Sanity in a few months. I haven't seriously run Twin Sanity, like, hundo, since I got my, like, 117 in September. Like, that's, like, all, like, I think that's over half a year since I've, like, seriously done Twins hundo. But it is my main game. It's the one that I enjoy the most. And the one that I will continue going back to. My other main Crash game would probably be Crash 2. And there's definitely been, like, droughts where I don't play that game for, like, several months. Yeah, it was September. So the 6-month mark would have been mid-March. Yeah, I like playing various games, especially because, like, I'm someone who gets really, really bored with doing the same thing over and over and over, and I like mixing things up. Like, this is even a thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, with Yu-Gi-Oh!, even if I have, like, a specific deck I'm working on, I will constantly mess around with, like, card ratios just to, like, try something new. Or, like, I'll try a different engine just because, like, I just don't like doing the same thing over and over and over. And I'm that way with, like, running games also. Like, my recent grind with Crash 3 is probably, like, one of the longest grinds I've done in a while, because that was, like, over a month, or, like, close to a month. Like hyperfixating. That's the other thing. Like, there are plenty of runners who like to play one game and they can do it for a long time. I have mad respect for anybody who can do that because I can't. If I try to hyperfixate on one game, unless it's Twin Sanity, it will eventually piss me off. And even Twin Sanity was starting to get to me by the time I got that PB. Do I enjoy Crash 3 more than 2 as a speedrun? Right now, yes, but I think that's mostly just because I've done so much too. And I only really started doing 3 last year. As a whole, I do think 2 is like an insanely good run though. I don't know, it's hard to compare which ones. And I've always been like this considering my HD4. Yeah, NST is like the one game that I hardcore grinded like exclusively. I'm just fucking all up. I think my grind for NST is the reason that I'm like this now. Because I remember what my mindset was, or like how my mental state was when I was grinding NST, and I hated it. I hated playing just this game. It's the reason, like, I just can't do 2 NST anymore. Doing that game exclusively for over a year, like, I just can't fucking do that anymore. I've tried so many times to just, like, go back to 102, and every time it just makes me so apprehensive. Honestly, this is probably why I can't really do Crash 4 all that much anymore either, because, like, for, like, 3 to 4 straight months after Crash 4 came out, I played only Crash 4. Which is the easiest Crash to speedrun. At highest level, none of them are easy. They're all hard for different reasons. Also, what's up, Matsu? I would say the easiest one to get into, like lowest barrier of entry, is probably this one. But even this one is not easy. What does mashing triangle during the loading screens do? Nothing. It's just a nervous tick of mine. All gems PB is like 5 hours. This game can trip you up if you're not prepared for it.
Let's go!
Crash 4 cutscene skips PTSD. Like, actually though, I did it well before Crash 4, but like Crash 4 definitely reinforced that. Also, what's up, Vortex? Yeah. Mashing triangle actually matters in Crash 4. Really got burned out on that after playing it. I should probably put 10,000 hours. Yeah, like burnout's real. That's another thing, is that like my experience with burning out as hard as I did on NST2, and like which extended to NST as a whole, because I still really love 108, but I haven't been running it. Like my experience just like burning out on NST as a whole, to the point that like this is like the one category I can sit down and like not get mad at. That's kind of why I just bounce around shit now, because I just do not want to burn out like that ever again. And I honestly think I kind of failed to avoid that with Crash 4. Because like I definitely feel pretty burnt out on Crash 4 also. Just like a 3 to 4 month any percent grind from like the game's release to about like January. And then like even after that, I did like a good like month or two of grinding just ACG. I'm honestly glad I didn't force myself to keep play. Okay, I'm not gonna catch that cycle. That sucks. I'm glad I didn't force myself to like stick with Crash 4 the same way I forced myself with NST. Because Crash 4 was like an initial like big boost for my channel, but like when the Crash 4 hype died off, so did like my numbers. My numbers only shot back up once I switched back to like the OG Crash games. Like Crash 3, I think, is what really made my channel grow. And I think Crash 3 is still the game that pulls the biggest numbers for me. I think you were burning out on Crash 1 was one of the best things. Yeah, definitely, Tat. You seem to be having a lot of fun with entrance. Maybe because of my 10-hour speedrun on Crash 4 on YouTube. I think a lot of people found me for that. Like, that video gets so many views, and I can't explain why aside from, oh my god, it's a Crash 4 106% speedrun. It's not even a good run. It's last place on the PC leaderboard. But yeah, that run gets, like, hella attention. The YouTube algorithm was just kind to it. Yeah, Crash 3 is just like... There's something alluring about it as a run, especially at 105% specifically. It's just such a cool run. What's up, Cam? I have not seen that Matsu because I don't pay attention to Sonic. Might not even join 1545 this year because of how burnt out you are. That's understandable. But like the vids, the thumbnail is so good. That's honestly one of my best thumbnails. Yeah, the only 1545 I've missed is the first one because I didn't know it was a thing until after signups has happened. Yo, Iris. I have considered like doing just 105 for the 1545 this year, but I have so much fun doing the 1545 that I would want to just do all 3 games. Also, it's kind of just like tradition at this point that I do all 3 games. There's only been one 1545 where I didn't play 3 games, and it felt so wrong that I was just like, please let me do, please let me do all 3 this time. Just the 1 year where I didn't do Crash 3, that just felt so incorrect. I also like how like me doing all 3 games started off as me because I filled in for my Crash 1 run teammate the first year because they just had to drop, and I was like, well, I'm the only person on this team who knows how to do Crash 1, so I'll do Crash 1, I guess. And then that kind of just turned into me doing all 3 games every year. Also, I did that run on U because I didn't have much JPS too. Twitter's fine if you don't doom scroll it. Which is true for most social media. Wish that rope works. Rope does work. I just didn't need it there, so I didn't use it. Of course. Oh, on console? Yeah, the rope sucks on console. How does this hog feel seeing his brethren roasted? Probably not great. No amount of F therapy will ever make this okay for the hog. I mean... Yeah, I'm playing this on PC. Indiana Jones clearly inspired this whole... Yeah, I mean, I think that's like been directly stated by Naughty Dog. I think I got that gold by just doing long jumps. PS4 and PS5 are slower, but the leaderboard is split between PC and console, so you're not at a disadvantage for using them. Okay. I will say that PC as a whole is a more pleasant experience in my opinion, because the game just flows so much nicer at 60 FPS. Also in Crash 2 and 3 specifically, the Hob slide, which is the main movement tech, is so much easier on PC than it is on PS4 and PS5. On the flip side though, console has better loads. Unless this is the Switch version. Like PS5's loads are actually like non-existent. It's like 1 second per level. 30 FPS Hob slides. I don't know how I did that shit before PC. 30 FPS Hob slides are so awful. Thanks for deliver. Naughty Dog went from Indiana Jones inspired elements in Crash to Indiana Jones in video game form with Uncharted. I think I need to just get rid of that gold. Because I'm pretty sure that gold is from when I did Rolling Stones after Native Fortress. think your favorite Crash game is probably Twin Sanity, you will fit in great here because that is also my favorite Crash game. We do love Twin Sanity here. It's funny, the one person I can think of, whoever was here, who was like a vehement Twin Sanity hater, got banned. Not because they were a Twin Sanity hater, but just because they were a fucking asshole about it. I swear to God, these fucking clouds. Run rat games, so you listen started learning Twin Sanity. Hell yeah. What category? Twin Sanity is such an amazing run. And a Crash game came out for the Nintendo game. There was a lot of Crash games that came out for the Game Boy. Entrance is like the good one, in my opinion. That was a good native. Goddle. Crash Purple hype. Fuck that game. Can't believe I ever defended it. %, no dimension skip. That is such a good run. That's my second favorite category behind 100%. It's so cool. I'm so glad that got made into an actual category. Because the fact that that run got completely obsoleted by current any % made me so sad. Because current any % is like... Current any % is only fun in like small doses. Chad floaty abuse. This is like the only level where I do it, but I don't know if it's useful anywhere else on all gems. Oh, I could have made that. I would say my enjoyment of twins categories goes hundo, no DS, any %, all levels. All levels is the only category in twins I would go as far as to say that I don't really like. And even then, it's not a bad category. It's just less interesting hundo. It's only really useful if you want the hundo. Yeah. When Austin explained it to me, because I didn't even know what it was, like, that shit was found while I was, like, not paying attention to anything HD. And then, like, I saw people talking about it, and I was like, I just DM'd Austin, I was like, what's this floaty jump shit I keep seeing? But it seems like it's like really useful in any %, but all gems is like sporadic use because you just have to break shit. But yeah, I abuse the hell out of it in upstream. You can spin and keep them if you're grounded for the entirety of your spin. Interesting. After you've learned any percent OD, skip and played it for a while, probably gonna try 100%. 100% is really, really fun. It's by far my favorite speedrun. But I definitely understand wanting to start with no DS. There is a lot going on in 100%. That category straight up took me like 3 weeks to learn before I practiced shit for 3 weeks before I ever did a run. And even then I still didn't go for everything. Alright, Stormy, be nice. Good luck. Thanks. I'm going to need it according to the game. Okay. Yeah, Stormy Ascent is fine. I find that most hard levels in Crash are levels that reward you for learning them, and that's why they tend to be my favorite levels in the game, in the series. Like, this is a level that tests how well you know how to play Crash 1 and rewards you for being good at it. That was really bad. Bless. Nice birds, thanks. I think Stormy Ascent is an amazing final level. I think it was completely reasonable to cut from the final game originally, because I do think for the average like player it probably is too hard and would have stopped some people from like finishing the game. But I do think it's a really good level. Yeah, it wouldn't have, but I still think it was smart of them to just cut it if they couldn't tone it down in time. I don't think he's seen that bonus variation. Jamie showed it to me and he said he's the only person who does it, so. Fuck you. Probably gonna be a 121. Have good things with this fucking game. I don't know, Jake.
What can I say? I'm a natural.
No, I'm honestly not really that happy with that. This fucking level, dude, right here. Fucking Cortex Power. Cortex Power and Storm A, probably the most annoying things, really. How's the prospect of a 119 feel now? I can definitely do it. I don't know if I'll have the patience to, but I can definitely do it.